SneekyVill stories.
All right, today we got a hood legend, a special person in the building. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Came up on, what side of town you came up on?
Look, they call it West Side, South Side. It's a mixture of the two. I don't know how, but basically in the legends though.
The legends.
Yeah.
My homeboy, Broadnax. All right, let's see, man. First, I want to get into where were you actually born in?
It's gonna probably bug you out a little bit and being at your boy in the office. I don't say this out loud too much, but I wasn't even born in the United States. I was born in Japan.
What?
Yeah, I was born in Japan, man. Misawa, Japan, 1973.
So how did you come to be born in Japan?
Dad was in the Air Force. My dad was in the Air Force. He let me out the Air Force and went into the Army, which is current. I followed his footsteps too. A lot of people don't know that about me either. I was also in the military.
Right.
But yeah, at the time he was in the Air Force. My mom was pregnant with me. And so the best thing that he could have possibly done was to bring my mom with him to Japan, but then she was so far along. That's why I was born there.
Okay, so how long was you there before you came back to the States?
We was there. Initially, I thought we was there for a few years, but I actually just met my mom and dad's best friends from Japan in Georgia. And they was telling me everything. So we was over there for like a year maybe. And then we came back to the States, which I found out then we didn't even come right back to Wanacova, Winston. We came to Greensboro. So we lived in Greensboro for a while. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? They put me on all that. And then from Greensboro to Wanacova, then from Wanacova in 1985, I moved out here to Winston.
So your first word is probably like konnichiwa.
yo, teriyaki chicken or something. You know, I like to eat, but
because your first word, if the whole year, your first word is probably, well, you know, your parents was.
Well, I can tell you this. I wore the robes, like I forgot what they called them, but I wore the robes, all that. Like we was like really heavily involved in the culture. You know what I'm saying? From the pictures I seen. Yeah, my mom bought a lot of stuff back from over there too, man. We was into it deep.
Okay, so when you came back here, what was you at like in elementary?
All right, so like I said, when we came back from there, came back to the States, my actual school time or the beginning of it had started in Warner Cove. I was in elementary school in Warner Cove, and back then it was like they called it intermediate actually. Elementary, intermediate, and then it was I forgot what the next level was, but there wasn't no middle schools. You know what I'm saying? It was still junior high, senior high, and whatever two was before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But elementary was split in Warner Cove.
So what school was that in elementary? You remember?
The name of it was Warner Cove Elementary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you actually come to Winston?
85. In 85 is when we moved to Winston. And when we moved here, we moved over on the west side. We had a house on Vest Mill Road. Vest Mill Road is not really the same road anymore. There's a lot of stuff out there now. Right there where the Waffle House is off Jonestown was the beginning of our street. If you go down that street now, it's no longer residential. It goes right into the movie theater and all the restaurants and all the other stuff now. You know, Hobby Lobby and all that stuff. But right about where the entrance is to Hobby Lobby was where our house sit at.
Well, so what kind of kid was you?
I mean, I was yeah, I was all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I was, for whatever reason, even at an early age, I was really, really into music. You know what I'm saying? So I was heavily influenced by all different types of music, man. And as long as I had music, I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, you know, there wasn't a lot of videos being played by us back then. You know what I'm saying? We had music stations, but it wasn't a lot of black videos being played. So, man, I had a real diverse ear, you know, whether it was, you know, where Run DMC broke down the wall with Aerosmith, or whether I was listening to Duran Duran, you know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate being able to do all that. Pardon me, bro.
No doubt.
All right.
Yeah, I remember them days when MTV just played videos all day and it was like Duran Duran and
Tears for Fears.
All that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was the dude? Dang, what's the dude? Oh, man, I can't even remember his name right now. With the big beard and shit. Anyway, yeah, we used to be on all that too. Elton John, all that.
Yeah, all that. But as an artist, again,
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I appreciate that era though. You know
Me too.
what I'm saying? I appreciate that era because it allowed me to listen to more than just us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I think that's what helped us be more well-rounded as people who music fans.
I agree.
So I definitely feel you. I'm glad to be from that era too. Did you think you would have any ideas of making some music?
I used to fantasize about it all the time. And I'm talking about to the point where I'll put on my little box, you know what I'm saying, playing with tapes or whatever, but be in the mirror, mimicking whoever I was listening to. I was so in love with music. I didn't really know that at some point I would end up doing some of the things that I did in regards to music, but I just knew that I was in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the movie Brown Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The way he felt about hip hop.
Right.
Same thing, man. Same exact thing.
I can dig it like a shovel, man.
Yeah.
So who was some of your favorite artists back then when you first listened to hip hop? Who was some, man?
Oh man. And right at that point, it was golden. It was a golden era, man. Like I said, I remember my mom giving me this radio, this box for Christmas, a dual cassette. I was going to Kennedy. Over here, man. And, she bought me, my first tape was Run DMC's Rock Box. It was jeweled up. Had so many songs on there. You know what I'm saying? But then it transitioned. I mean, I still love Run DMC to the day. But it transitioned from that to when the Beastie Boys showed up. When the Beastie Boys showed up, man, and we found out them boys was white, and it was the way they rock, man, it just did something for me, man. And like I said, during the course of that era, it was a golden era, man. You had them, you had the Fat Boys, you had the Skinny Boys, and surprisingly, a year or so later, you get Jack Jeff and Fresh Prince, who at that point, Fresh Prince was dope too. You know what I'm saying? So. I had a lot of favorite artists, man, to answer your question.
Right.
A lot of favorite artists.
Yeah. Man, you brought up the Fat Boys, man. That was my dudes.
Man, what? They changed the game.
In elementary, middle school, who were some of the people that you grew up with?
Oh, man. So.
What kind of stuff was y'all getting into?
So one of the first cats, when it was realized that I could rap, and was making an attempt at doing it. One of the first cats that held me down, about 12.
Okay.
I was dibbling and dabbling around 10, but I started actually like trying to put something together around 12. I got to that point where I was battling a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was going to Kennedy at the time, and one of the cats who made me realize that I was kind of doing the thing back then was Marcus Davis, God rest his soul. Mm-hmm. Marcus was kind of my beatbox person, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And man, we would leave Kennedy and get stopped in Cotton Place, you know what I'm saying, and battle, or either we go down to Rupert Bell and battle, you know what I'm saying? It was truly a coming of age thing for me, man. It was
who was somebody you battled?
Oh, God, back then, and to be honest with you, at that age, I can't really, I can't really tell you who all I battle. But what I can say is, in the latter years, we can get into this later on, I ended up battling Ruckus. And me and Ruckus cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he probably wanted me to. But we ended up battling at the Formula one night, man. I took Ruckus down.
At the Formula?
Yeah.
Over there by
Off of Germany. By flea market.
By the flea market.
Yeah. Right.
If you don't even remember, I was there that night. Because who was...
Was you?
Yeah. Who was there? Who was the host?
Craig
Mack.
Craig Mack. Yeah.
Craig Mack
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? I got 8.
Did you? Who you
By a dude that used to come to my studio to record. I seen him, you know what I'm saying? and I'm tripping, I'm kicking it with him. That's a whole nother story. Anyway,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody who, he was on point that night though.
Hey, man, it's the camaraderie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It be like that sometimes. Because honestly, I was real surprised that night when I took the old boy down.
Yeah.
But it happened though, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah. I missed you that night.
I know, I was in the cut.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was damn, man. Because Boo Boo was there.
He was there too?
Yeah, Boo Boo was there. He was buying me drinks the whole night. That's what messed me up. I don't even drink like that. You know what I'm saying?
That'll do it right there. Them drinks.
So was you, as far as middle school, what middle school did you go to?
I went to Kennedy.
Oh,
I went to Kennedy, yeah, but I went to Kennedy my 6th and 7th grade year, but I started cutting up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So mom like, nah, you know, this ain't what it is. You know what? I got to move you for your own good. And when she did, she sent me to Wiley. That wasn't no better. that wasn't no better right there, you know what I'm saying? Because
that
it was like,
gardens, right?
Huh?
That was the whole gardens.
That was the Gardens, yeah. Because over here, of course, it was Cleveland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then in Wiley, it was the Gardens and the Legends. And that's how I ended up over in the Legends. Yeah.
Who was, you getting in any trouble back then?
Nah, man. I was, at that point, I did get in trouble, not in school. You know what I'm saying? There were some things I was doing that I probably shouldn't have been doing. You know, as a meeting different people on that side of town. You know what I'm saying? But I was still into my music heavy. You know what I'm saying? It would be mornings, we'd be outside battling in front of the building or either in the bathroom, just like the typical story goes. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I used to go at it with Pookie and Bruno Gary.
Okay.
Yeah. We was out there spitting quite a bit too, but back then, man, and it was a beautiful thing though. It was beautiful, man.
When did you actually record a song?
The first time I recorded a song, man, was with this white dude, man, and his name was Mitch. Mitch used to be out there on Union Cross. And we didn't know much about the studio name. You know, we thought we'd go over to the studio, the engineer provide a beat, and you know what I'm saying, we go hard off the beat, whatever the case may be. And that wasn't the case, we learned differently. He's like, well, what you got? You know what I'm saying? And, we didn't know nothing about pre-production, none of that, you know what I'm saying? Green. But Mitch, being the genius that he was, I went right in there and told him what I wanted to spit to, this beat I heard in my head. He put it together. And me, my homeboy Lorenzo, and my homeboy D'Artetti, who called him Lil Pooh, man, we went there and put this joint called Luxurious together. And it became a hood classic over there. It was a hood classic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was
because I don't know. I remember I heard ended up hearing one of your songs one day, and I was rocking to it. I was like, damn, that shit hard, man. I was like, who is that? I was like, yeah, it's Carter. Like, yeah, you know, who called you Garfield?
Marcus Davis. He started that shit.
He started that?
He started that, yeah.
You used to like that name?
It didn't matter, you know what I'm saying? Because it came from ratting, really. You know, in my eyes, because my eyes are so big, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't upset me one way or the other, man. You know, quite honestly, that's a part I have of him that he gone, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was the one who did that and stuck ever since.
Hey man, that's the coolest name ever to us. We was like, yeah, Garfield spit over there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Damn. R.I.P. to him.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Okay, so that was your first time recording.
That was my very first time.
So how was you feeling when people feeling your song and you know what I'm saying?
I was on a high. I was on a high, man. And it was like, I want more of it. I want more of it. I want more of it. You know what I'm saying?
So what you do?
Then, so we recorded one more song with Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mitch got tired of us though, because it was the same thing that we did the first time. One of them, hey man, I ain't got no beat. How about you put me something together? You know, and he never even charged me for the beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Went on a little bit of a hiatus, man. Right around that time, that's when hip hop kind of came back to New York. You know what I'm saying? And Mary dropped The Most Beautifulest. And that beat, I fell in love with that beat. And so the very first serious joint I wrote, which I still remember the lyrics to this day that I wrote. But the first very serious joint that I wrote was to that track. And it was because of that track that I pulled in a whole other audience, because at that time, even though I didn't realize it, they was like, yeah, you sound like Nas and AZ and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was like, I didn't see it, you know what I'm saying? But everybody was on the same page as that. And so, then because of that, I was like, okay, so let me start writing like them, you know what I'm saying? And which I admit that now, because once everybody started pouring it out, it was like, okay, well, let me start writing like that, because them motherfuckers are dope, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I should have found my own identity, honestly, you know what I'm saying? But once that happened, I started dealing with this cat named Jerry Martin. I felt like Jerry Martin was an older cat. And God rest his soul too. And it was recording right off a car road, but he wasn't giving me the sound that I wanted. So eventually, what happened was one night, and you may have been here that night too, but AZ, Omniscience, Miss Jones, it was quite a few of them. They did a joint down at the convention center in Winston.
Mm.
And Miss Jones, the sound system was cutting up. So Miss Jones was like, we got any MCs in the house or whatever. So we was deep that night. So everybody was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So I hit the stage. They played a joint by Jamal. He was from, used to be with Dr. Dre and them. And when they dropped it, I murdered it. I'm talking about to the point where at the other end of the stage, the Lost Boys was rocking with me on the other end of the stage. And it was a pivotal moment for me, because I felt the high before, but I had never felt that high before. I blanked out. I was gone, like to the point where she had to stop. Baby, okay, cool, you know, relax, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dog, I went the fuck in.
You said the Lost Boys.
Lost Boys is there too. Okay. Yeah, Lost Boys is there too. But this is the night, that night, did something for me that I never knew was going to happen, and really solidified me as an MC. And that was Bobby Shields was there that night too, because they was performing. Bobby heard me, and Bob came out like, who the hell is that? And me and Bob already knew each other, but we hadn't really interacted with each other, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when Bob seen and heard me spit that night, that took us to a whole other level. Days later, long story short, Bob became our producer. And whatever you heard when you said they told you it was me, right, more than likely Bob probably produced it. Because Bob is a dope-ass producer too.
Heck yeah, he is. He consistent. I done interviewed several people, and he consistent name. Like he been in the mix every time.
Right. Bro. Matter of fact, I see
with me too. Okay. Me and Larry Dixon.
Yeah. Yeah, the size my dude right there.
Yeah.
But I seen where you interviewed Rim, mm-hmm, and he bought a ball. And see, we was all in the same circle.
Yeah.
We was all in the same circle. I got joints with Rim. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's hey, man, it's a lovely thing over there,
so
man.
What we gonna do then?
Yo, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. Let's get it.
All right.
Let's get it.
You ain't got to tell me twice, bro.
Hey, but hold up, though. I'm a fan of yours, too, because you and Joe Hennis. Boy, hey, man. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'll be the first to humble myself with some of the cats I came across, and you definitely one of them. Like I said, you and Johannes, the joints y'all done done together, man, been so daggone fly. You know, I hit you up and say, hey, yo, dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
But like him, my man, my dude Smack, which Johannes and Smack got a joint together too that I love. John Malloy, chick named Tiffany Malloy, man. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm rambling. Away, you know what I'm saying?
So who's some other people that you listen to? I mean, that you fuck with around here, like music that you like?
Oh man, you know, back then, man. Back then, I was dealing with T.Y. Dunn. Of course, that whole CK movement. That whole CK movement was dope. Right. I was even dealing with Lock and Loaded, man. You know, with Smoking Red now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dope. They was dope to me too.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to interact with Code Red a lot, but I knew a couple of cats that was involved with Code Red, and that was Bo One and my man Rick. God rest his soul as well.
Right.
Man, Winston
was popping.
Winston is flavorable, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate this been jumped over so many times, but their mother just take a minute to stop coming through here. They would see, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Ruckus fan of Ruckus and Knight.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Respect to all of them. Everybody get busy, man. I give, man, regardless, you know what I'm saying, about the politics and all that, you know what I'm saying, I'd be proud to see anybody from our city doing good.
That part.
Doing some music and all that.
That part right there, man. Yeah.
Word up. So now you teenage, you going into high school. What kind of, what's your, how you coming right there?
All right, so going into high school, as far as music go, and somebody else may have a difference of opinion, but of course I was at Parkland. I didn't go to the school that my hood was jurisdiction in. I probably was the only religious dude at Parkland with the guards. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And but when it comes to music and being at Parkland, I honestly believe that for my time and era, it was only me and Blacklight. Boo boo. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like me and him was the two MCs at Parkland. You know what I'm saying? You either fucked with him, you fuck with me, or you fuck with both of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Now we never battle. But we got join the two together though. Yeah, we got join the two together. But prior to our era, I had my man Southside G.I. Greg Ingram. You know what I'm saying? He was holding Parkland down. Man, Tony forgot Tony's last name, but he went by Pharaoh, and God rest his soul as well. And like beneath us, or below us rather, like the underclassmen, young cat named Bruce Townsend. God rest his soul too. But yeah, man, we definitely had a music scene.
Pharaoh.
Yeah, Pharaoh Tall.
That ain't sound familiar.
You probably know him. You probably know him if you was seeing.
Yeah.
I forgot Tony's last name, but yeah, he passed some years ago.
So when you left high school, how was your high school years anyway? What sticks out to you, brother?
Man, my high school years was for the better part a very, very learning experience, man. I went through some things in high school at home. My mom was out there, you know what I'm saying, doing what people do sometime, and so I had to fend for myself. But that's not to take anything away from her, because Tupac said it best when he said, even as a crack feed mama, you still was a black queen mama. She still maintained, you know what I'm saying? So God rest my mama soul. But I had to learn a lot fending for myself. And that was about the time also that I started learning the streets, like really, really learning the streets, you know what I'm saying? And being able to identify those who were for me and those who pretended to be for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, as far as the music goes, that changed the dynamic of what I was writing because it would no longer just put some words together, make them rhyme. I'm telling real stories
Right.
about what's been popped off, what's been happened, what's going on, and this click on this side of town, that click on that side of town, like mentioning real names.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was about hey, listen, you was there. I would just say that.
Yeah.
I would just say that you was there.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, it was wild times, man.
Yeah, man, real wild.
So when did you go to the service? Like right after high school?
So
what made you? Yeah.
Crazy thing about that was that that's what kind of kept me grounded. I went in what they call a split option program, and that split option program allowed me to go to Fort Jackson after my 11th grade year and do basic training during the summertime.
While you were a junior in high school?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I went back.
Using RTC?
Yeah, I was in all that shit.
Okay.
I was in all that shit. They had nothing to do with it though. This is me following my dad's footsteps. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Fort Jackson after my 11th grade year. I had to start my senior year late because I was late getting back. They fucked me all up in the head too. But I was able to regain my composure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they played a bunch of games while I was down there. But finished up my senior year, and then I left. I went to Texas, San Antonio.
So that thing you did in the junior year, how long was you there then?
The thing, I did basic training. Basic training wasn't for 9 weeks.
9 weeks?
Yeah, so I went to Fort Jackson, Columbia, South Carolina, and knocked them 9 weeks out and came back a soldier. But I was a soldier in many different aspects, though. You know what I'm saying? I was a soldier for the United States government, but the shit I've been through in these streets, I was also a soldier in that aspect too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
the two together was lethal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you still got to come back after you did basic training and do your senior year.
Yeah. Which my senior year was my best year. My 10th grade year, my senior year was my best year in high school. It was then I was able to put together the necessary movements to be who I needed to be out there in those streets. You know what I'm saying? And still keep my head above water because I knew I had to leave back out after that was all over with that year. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like I had it made, everything figured out, and hey, ain't shit nobody can tell me right now. You know
so just to make it simple words, even at a young age during high school, you were hustling.
Yeah.
So, at that time in Winston, you have to be able to defend your hustle.
You better have. Hey, Winston, yeah, you better have. Because I ain't front. Just when I first jumped into it, I got stuck up so many times, robbed, shit like that, man. But it turned me into a little beast, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when the rabbit had the gun, it was a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah. Getting into it in Winston, boy, you better ready. And it's a new day and time. Now, I don't think I would even make the attempt to try it these days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's a different.
You got so much against you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides the people out here in the hood, you got cameras. Period. Phones.
Man, it's crazy.
You can't beat the cameras, man.
Nah, you can't. You can't.
These drugs now they giving people death penalties for getting.
Really? Oh yeah. See.
All right, so now you done went to boot camp.
Right.
Came back. You still hustling. The senior year is going good. You graduated.
Yeah. I did.
So when you graduated, what'd you do?
when I graduated, that's when I went back out to San Antonio.
So you went right back out?
Yeah, well, I was here after I graduated. I was here about a month, so, and it's just enjoying myself really before I headed back out. You know what I'm saying?
So what gave you that determination to do that? Just follow your dad's footsteps?
Circumstance, dad's footsteps, and circumstance.
Okay.
I didn't like my circumstance.
Okay.
So I had to get the hell away from him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Matter of fact, me, my man Tony Mack, you know, we was thick as thieves, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same thing with him, you know, because he had left went to the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of a pact we had between each other, even though we went
Shout out
two
to Tony
different
Mack
directions.
thing.
Yeah. Even though we went in two different directions, you know what I'm saying? He went Navy, I went Army.
Word.
Yeah.
So how long was you in the Army?
Collectively, about 3 years.
3.
Yeah. Collectively, 3 years. That was even with the time me in school.
What was it like?
Man, see, a lot of people will say, man, no, I couldn't do that. And, I can't have nobody tell me what to do. But the fact of the matter is, that was like doing training.
Mm-hmm.
After training, it was a regular job. You know what I'm saying? It was a regular job. And man, it was beautiful because you had a cauldron pot of different cultures. You know what I'm saying? You had people in the military from Puerto Rico, Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, it wasn't no thing where our group was over here, everybody was green. You know what I'm saying? Because that was our color, camouflage. You know what I'm saying? And man, I loved it.
Where was you at?
I never made it overseas, but I was at Fort Jackson, Colorado Springs, Fort Sam Houston, Texas, and Fort Eustis.
Okay, so just a quick side note. If you would have been in these days and times right now, how would you feel about being in the service?
No, hell no. Right now, with the office with the cabinet that we got right now, no, man. I not really on for real. I really feel for our soldiers now. Don't get me wrong. We have to have a defense for our country. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that, hey, nobody go to the military, because we got to have our military.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If not, then we will sit and duck.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this administration's nonsense. I put it this way: when I was in, my dad was in. War is never good. War is never good, but at least there was a reason. You know what I'm saying? That the war was occurring, or that they were fighting.
Right.
Right now with this administration,
just random.
It's all about that dude who want what he want. You know what I'm saying? This is about a dude throwing a tantrum. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the end result is going to be the same: lives lost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it'll be for nothing.
Right.
It'll be for nothing. I hate that. I hate that for the soldiers that are here right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate that for the families.
Other people,
other soldiers, yeah.
So I can tell you. When you came back, what made you you decided you had enough after the 3 years? Or?
Yeah, after it's an interesting story actually. They want to give me another MOS. MOS was an abbreviation for military occupational specialty, basically your job. And I didn't want to accept it. Being kind of bred, I was ready to come back home. I was ready to come back home for what? I do not know. But I got a general discharge under honorable conditions. And I came on back to the house. But this is how you know that a lot of times when you think you're making plans, you really ain't planning nothing. Because the young lady I was trying to holler at before I left said I was too young. I said, nah, I can't deal with you without. And I was like, okay, whatever. Your loss, I'm going to the military, I'm going to be a soldier, I'm going to make money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to the point where I didn't want to be it anymore, I came back home and I ran into a couple of people, you know what I'm saying? They was like, yeah, my cousin live over And the ladies were blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, where? Talking about the young lady I was trying to holler at. Well, come to find out, she lived right over top of where I was living at. So when I came back home, that young lady I was trying to holler at was living right above my apartment. And I had no idea. Long story short, that young lady became the mother of my children and my wife. You know what I'm saying? So
what's meant to be is gonna be.
What's meant to be is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I got tired of it and figured out, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I ain't had nothing planned. I thought I had it planned, but nah, that was all God's plan.
So when you once you went to the service, once you came back, you decided there ain't no more hustle.
That's a funny story too. I wasn't quite done with hustling yet. We ended up, we being her, we was together for 23 years before we split. But she ended up getting an apartment over in the Ledges too, later on down the road. And ironically enough, I was at her house this one night, and I was laying in bed, and it had to be about 4 o'clock in the morning, man. And all you hear was gunshots, pa-da-da-da-da-da-da. It woke me up, and I'm like, man, what the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't think nothing of it. I looked out the window to make sure there wasn't nobody out there laying in the street or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see nobody, so I went back to bed. Son came up, my homeboy, when I was telling about, they done the first trap meet Lorenzo. He knocked on the door, boom, 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 boom. I asked him, he said, man, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? We talking, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, your apartment aired out. I said, what you mean my apartment aired out? He's like, man, somebody shot your apartment all the way the hell up. And I said, what? So I have to do on some
Wait a minute. So you at your wife, soon to be wife
apartment,
and you wasn't home that day.
I wasn't home that night.
Man.
So remember, I heard the gunshot about 4 o'clock that morning.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, the gunshots was going to my apartment. So I heard ran up there because I let with my homeboy stay there that night. You know, I don't know if you remember D Nice or not, but I let him stay there that night. Jerry Giles, and he slept on the couch, and surprisingly, man, he slept through the whole thing, which was good because if he had raised up, he might have got popped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he stepped on the couch up under the window, and the bullet flew over top of him. He only woke up because the deputies had went into my apartment at the time to make sure nobody in there dead. And so that's how he woke up. And when I got up there, parking lot covered, police, deputy officers, everything. Man, you would thought somebody got killed for real. And that did it. That did it for me.
Yeah.
That right there. Because normally me and my son would have been in there. He was a baby at the time. And they went through it. They hit every window. It was a 45 and a 9. And the 45 went through the window, through the refrigerator, through a gallon of milk, out the refrigerator, over to the sink, where the legs were set up, the kitchen. When I went over to the sink and wedged in behind the sink. And wasn't nothing stopping them bullets. You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, I was done. I was done. That was it for me.
Good gracious, bro.
Yeah, man.
Other
things that had taken place over in the Ledges. Some I was there to see, some I wasn't.
You went back and stayed there?
Yeah, but after that point, I stayed a little while longer, and they put me out because I was a danger to the community. Is what they said. I was talking about at the time the chief of police was George Sweat. He had to put out a memo, pass it out to the residents and everything else, giving them a rundown on me and how I shouldn't be associated with.
So you didn't have no idea why they?
Yeah, I know why.
Oh, you do.
I know why. We'll talk about that on camera.
Yeah.
I know exactly what happened.
Damn.
And it wasn't my fault.
Yeah. So you leave there, get married.
Mm-hmm.
How was that for you when you get married, young kids, raising your family?
I mean, I tell anybody, man, marriage is a beautiful thing. It's gonna be a job. You know, you have to put forth some effort. You know what I'm saying? And every day ain't gonna be a good day. You know what I'm saying? But again, even though me and my wife ain't together no more, I will say that it was a beautiful experience. You know what I'm saying? Me and her are still cool to this day. We're still cool, and that's one of the things I really appreciate. I think I'm blessed for is even though she and I are not together anymore, we still was able to maintain a friendship. Still able to co-parent, and we also have 5 beautiful grandbabies too at this point. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I got one. I just got welcome to the club.
That's what's up. Congratulations, baby. Ain't nothing like it.
No doubt.
It's nothing like it, man.
Yeah.
Change the world.
Especially that you had yourself together a little bit better. I know for myself anyway. You know, my kids, I couldn't do a lot of stuff that I wanted to do for them. Hopefully I have a better chance to do certain things for my grandkids. Little spoiling type of activity.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you're going to find a different parenting style in you than you had with your kids. And you know, you used to damn near throw a child to the wire. You ain't gonna be smiling about me, none of that. Hey, boy, and them grandbabies, they get away with murder. They get away with murder, man.
All right, so tell me, man, how did you get into doing this? How would I say it? You know, IG and the you be on TikTok?
Yeah.
I know you be on TikTok. I know your TikTok number's crazy.
Yeah, I've slowed down quite a bit, but yeah, especially in the beginning, I got joints with like 40 and 50,000 views on it, man.
Yeah.
But the way I got into that though, man, was I began losing a lot of family members. First with my mom. I lost my mom first, and then that made such an impact on me, man. I didn't have in my mind, I didn't have a place to go. I didn't have a place of tranquility because it messed me up so bad. You know what I'm saying? And then right after my mom, we started losing family member after family member after family member to the point where out of 9 children, there's only 2 left. And I'm talking about they were dying months apart. You know what I'm saying? And so TikTok became my place of tranquility. And I really began enjoying it. But whenever I got depressed, that's when I turned to it. And so being that I was in the state of mind that I was in, I became really good at it. You know what I'm saying? And it opened up a whole nother world for me. And, but anybody who knows me knows that if they see me active on TikTok or doing something on TikTok, I'm probably not in the best place. You know what I'm saying? When you don't see me being on TikTok or social media, then I'm probably in a good place mentally. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, I understood, I put it this way, I understood better when Robin Williams left here, the way he left here. You know what I'm saying? You look at Robin and you was like, man, he funny as hell, he a comedian, so on and so forth, but he was experiencing some things that we couldn't see from the outside in. And it was the same thing with me. You see me cutting up on social media, 9 times out of 10, I'm going through something.
Right. Dang. That's a good point, man. You just open something up in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because like the discipline of it make me post and try to continue to post. But really when I go crazy posting is when I'm in the worst frame of mind.
So you understand then. So it's the truth of what I'm saying.
That's deep right there, bro. All right, so yeah, you like one of the best on there though, bro. I ain't just saying that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, for real, man. You really nice with it. Like, I would encourage you to try to do it even when you feel good.
Yeah, no doubt. And I get that a lot. Man. And you know, finding out that I've touched other lives
Right,
who wasn't in a good place kind of gives me a balance. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I promise you, man. I be in the worst of moods, bro. Look at this. It break me every time, man. For real, for real.
I'm glad to hear that, man.
Nah, 100% facts, bro. I ain't lying.
Appreciate that, man.
Tell me about the business that you about to start, that you started.
I started it, yeah. I had, long story short, I was working in a place called Clario's. I got into a bad accident. Went through a year and a half of hell. I'm talking to the point where I didn't know what I was eating from one day to the next. Because the corporations, they don't play fair. You know what I'm saying? They owe you money. Or they owe you anything. They're going to go at their leisure. And they're going to treat you like you ain't shit, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But fast forward, I ended up getting a settlement. And once I got the settlement, I purchased a few vehicles. And I studied the medical carrier business for about a year. I was able to do that. I was blessed enough financially to be able to just sit still and figure this thing out. Mm-hmm. And the result is I ended up subcontracting, and now I run every day, halfway to the beach every day. I go down to Pinehurst. And I do pharmacy, all the pharmacies, whether it be a Food Line or Harris Teeter Pharmacy or a CVS or a mom and pop pharmacy or whatever the case may be. But I've been blessed to get those contracts, and I'll go to, like I said, I go to Pinehurst, I go to Carthage, North Carolina, Seven Lakes, North Carolina, Troy, and Denton. You know, I'm kind of all over the place for real, man. But it's been a blessing.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It's been a blessing, man. And for anybody listening to this right now, if you got interest in becoming a medical carrier, I'm telling you, the money is lucrative. Get into it. Get into it before everybody and mama get into it. Because once that happens, it's going to kind of drop a little bit. But right now, man, there's money out there for everybody.
So, I mean, what you need to start, you need the funds to be able to get vehicles, right?
You're going to have, okay, so with that being said, the route I chose, I needed vehicles. But there's also a process called app stacking, because each medical carrier company or pharmacies or whatever, they have apps out there. And it's kind of like a DoorDash or what's the other one? Uber and stuff like that. They'll send you become a part of that app, and you'll feed them the information they're asking you for. And then they'll start hitting you up. Hey, I have such and such available. Would you like to decline or accept? You know what I'm saying? That's one aspect of it. My understanding is once you get into that part of it and master it, it's good too. It's real good too. But in the beginning, that money ain't guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? But the way I did it and got start subcontracting, like I said, yeah, you would probably need vehicles for that.
Okay. So you gotta just what you call a person that call in? You got a dispatcher. You got a dispatcher that just.
So we deal with a pharmaceutical company. So I don't have a dispatcher. We're set up every day. The meds come in based off the primary contract, and we'll grab everything up based off the subcontracting and distribute.
So when I get ready to do it, I can just come see you.
I'll show you exactly how to do it. I'll show you exactly how to do it. You're gonna need a few things. You're gonna need a business account, and you're gonna need LLC, and there's a certain type of insurance you're gonna have too. You get all that lined up. I'll show you how to do it.
Okay. So yeah, tell me what's on the agenda for you for 2026 and beyond.
Well, 2026, man. What I have not mentioned as of yet is my youngest son came up behind me doing music too. And I'm hoping he's gonna get back into it. His name was PG Rock. I don't know if you ever heard of Pearl Gang or not, but he's with them, and them boys, they dope. He did a joint with Sauce Pack, God rest his soul.
Mm-hmm.
He had a joint with what's the young lady name?
Tia Kareem.
No. What is her name, man? Dope, real dope.
From around here?
Yeah. She had a joint on TikTok. Everybody was using a song on TikTok.
Oh, okay. I know exactly.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm forgetting that young lady's name right now. But if you so happen to see this young lady, just know that I think she's dope as hell, and I'm just having a moment because I'm old.
I know exactly what you're talking about too, and I'm old too.
Yeah. But yeah, man, he got a couple of joints, man, with all of them actually, and I can show you this. Before the baby blew up, and his right hand man, what's his name? Was it Photon?
Stunner.
Stunner. They had songs together. They had videos together.
Mm-hmm.
When my son and them got to a little thing, you know what I'm saying? They weren't able to continue on at that particular time, and they had a.
I wonder if that was your son. I seen. Can I see? I think that might have been your son. I seen him doing a video on the South Side with Stunner.
Might have been.
Yeah.
But yeah. They had to go away for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, after that, while that was happening, the baby blew up, blew the hell up. You know what I'm saying? But he's good. He's good, man. His real name is Jalen.
Okay.
He's one co-writer this second, man. And he's kind of taking a hiatus away from it too. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But he's dope. He's dope as hell, man. I'm so proud of him, man. You know.
Yeah.
And mainly because I feel like a lot of what he's done, he's seen me do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he really impressed me. His brother, outside of me and his sister, is probably his biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, he keep him on constant rotation in the car.
He got he don't got a YouTube or nothing like that?
Yeah, he does. It's PG Rock. PG Rock. That's all you gotta do is go up there and look at PG Rock.
Okay.
You'll see his other associates. You probably see some of the Sand Pearl Gang. You got this white dude. He's real close with. He dope too. No name. His name was No Name. PG No Name. Them boys, man. Them boys are nice, man. They real nice, man. I'm proud of them.
Right. One of my favorite interviews with my homie.
No doubt, man. I enjoy being here.
Corey Broadnax, a.k.a. Garfield.
My stage name, though, was Extreme.
Extreme?
Yeah, it was Extreme. Yeah.
Okay.
But Garfield will do. Garfield will work too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's legendary, bro.
Already, man.
The hardest name is out, I promise you. Marcus was on point with that right there.
No doubt. Yeah, man. Already.
Oh.
No doubt, man.